Hi guys, this is Pete here from Ashton's Cars, and today I've got something of a bit of a JDM legend for you in the form of the Nissan 350Z. So this car is a 2002 model. Well, I say that it's a 2003 model as far as this is concerned, but this was registered in Japan in August 2002. Obviously import spec. They didn't come out here until the following year. They did come out in 2003 in the UK, but it was launched as a 2003 model in Japan in August 2002, and this is one of the very original cars. So very pure, very powerful rear-wheel drive Jap sports car, two-seater, around, off the top of my head, 276 horsepower I believe these are, from a 3.5 litre V6 engine. So just taking you around it. I'm going to start it up in a second for you to hear it, and then I'll show you some of the features that make this the Japanese equivalent really of, well, a muscle car really, I suppose. It's basically Nissan's what they call Z car for the noughties, and Z cars go back, they've got a massive heritage right the way back to the 60s with the 240Z. They are designed and built to be the flagship of the Nissan brand. So it's classed as a 350Z UK. They do call it a Fairlady in Japan, you may know it as that. Just taking you around it quickly. I've got it all opened at the minute just to make it a little bit easier to show you some of the features on the car. I will close it up in a second for you to see it with all these things closed. It's got, the first thing you notice is it's got this massive strut brace in the back. Obviously has a plastic cover, but there is a strut brace inside there to stiffen this whole thing up. Twin exit exhausts on the car. They sound amazing. I'll give you some give you a little preview of that in just a second. Full leather interior. This car's even got a DVD player in it. It's got a lot of extra kit in it from the original Japanese owner. And at the business end of the car, a 3.5 litre V6 engine, which produces, I think, 276 horsepower from stock. I don't know if this has had any mods done on it. I've driven the 276 horsepower UK cars. All I can say is that this particular one does feel a little bit faster, but as far as I know, it is a stock car. It's a 5-speed automatic model as well, I should add, and that's got a Tiptronic function on it as well. So let's start it up. Let's have a little listen to what this car sounds like. I'll do that with everything open on it like we've got now, so as you can actually hopefully get a little bit of an idea of the sound. Never going to have the best quality of sounds, unfortunately, on a mobile phone. Right, you can probably hear it burbling away there now. The engine is warm, so I am going to give it a very quick rev, and I'll put this just out the back here so you can hear the exhaust. I hope that sounded as awesome on video as it does to me here. Now, just showing you a couple of things inside the car. 119,000 miles, I'm going to say, although there is a good chance some of that is in kilometers. It's originally would have been in kilometers, but the car has been converted to miles per hour. And also even the digital speedo, it does read kilometers an hour there, but that is actually reading miles per hour. So if you're doing 30, it's not 30 kilometers, it's 30 miles. Just worth bearing in mind before you take it out on the road. It's got a Bose hi-fi system on it. It's the original one, but it's been tweaked so as it does pick up UK radio stations. I think if I tune it up there, it should pick something. It does anyway, but I'm in the middle of nowhere right now, so let's just forget that. This here is a Japanese TV system. Normally they've got like a recess here to keep your mobile phone and stuff in. This has got this amazing entertainment system, which I have no idea how to use. It does work, but it does all come up, as you'll see in a second, in Japanese. So that does make it slightly more difficult to navigate it. I'm sure that probably once you get used to it, you'll know what button does what. It's got a TV, but I'm assuming that it's probably not digital, so it's probably an old analog system. That said, it does seem to be picking stuff up on there. No picture, but I've got some sound. Who knows? What it has got though, and I'll show you in a second, it has got a DVD player, which is in the back, so I'll show you that in a second, and that will go straight onto the screen if you use it. So it's got what they call auto DJ. No idea, no idea, no idea. I'm thinking though it's probably got a hell of a lot of kit on it that will come up on there once you get used to it. So I'll leave that to for you to fathom, because I don't speak Japanese. Tiptronic gearbox, as I said, so it's a conventional auto, and you slide it over and you've got plus and minus by there. It's dead easy to use, it's really rewarding, and it's a lot of fun. It's got traction control, and there's a button by there that turns it off. If you turn that off, you're gonna have a lot of fun, but possibly your life expectancy may not be quite as high as it was previously. Let's just go outside the car quickly. Now I'm going to shut the doors. Oh, just to show you that the car seats on this are electric as well, okay? I haven't even valeted the inside of this. This is as it came into us. It's very clean. Owned by a doctor previously, believe it or not. Very, very clean condition. Little bit of wear though by here on the leather. It is an 18-year-old car, so you kind of expect that on a car this age. But overall, very clean, very well presented. I'll show you the other side in a second. The seat flips forward, and there's a few little bits I want to show you in there. Right, so let's just have a listen to this exhaust first of all. Can you hear that? It does a very satisfying burble. I don't know how good my sound quality is, but it's very, very nice indeed. So I'm going to shut the boot on it, and I'll come around and shut that bonnet as well. Let's have a little look at the car then, around the outside, with everything closed up on it. As you can see, very, very smooth. There's no rattles, no sort of adverse noises coming from this car at all. The condition of the paint is excellent. I'm just going to step away from it there so you can see the whole thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful car. Obviously, alloy wheels have been changed at some point, but apart from that, it's completely stock out here. And being the original model year, that's August 2002, it's not got any garish spoilers or anything on it. It's completely as, you know, it came off the design. That's exactly how the car would have been stock, the profile. So if we want to talk about the wheels, they are a very nice looking wheel. There's a couple of scuff marks on them. You know, they're not perfect. They're not a new set of alloys by any standard. They were obviously, I would have thought, put on by the owner in Japan. The car has got a staggered wheel alignment on it, as you may know with these, so the back tyres are wider than the fronts. It's a very wide car. As you can see, the arches do flare out a fair bit on it. Something that you need to be aware of when you're moving in a tight space. It's a very, very easy car to control though. If you are someone who likes your cars to be a little bit leery, you can certainly show off your driving skills in this car. If you turn that traction control off, it is a car that you can drift quite easily. If that's your thing, this is probably a car that can do it for you. Obviously, the advantage of these over some of the other cars like the Skyline, if you wanted to drift, if you want to do some heroics, is this is a rear wheel drive car, so it can really get the back end out. It can really look quite impressive. It's actually, I've had a Skyline, and this might be a little bit controversial, but this one's more fun to drive. It's not quite as fast as a Skyline, but it's more fun. You will get addicted to that sound of that V6 as well. It's normally aspirated as well, and that's another key advantage over some of the high-powered Japanese turbo cars. You know, the turbos are expensive if they go wrong. Without a turbo, the engine's a lot more robust, it's put under a lot less pressure, and in a car that's only got 2 seats and doesn't weigh a massive amount, 276 horsepower is more than enough, trust me. So let me just show you up the profile there. You're talking about an 18-year-old car there that I don't think has even got a little parking dink in it. It's in very, very good condition. It's rust free. The bonnet, as you can see, is pretty much free from stone chips. If I zoom right in, you might see the odd one by there. It's about as good as they come now. I don't think the car will have done 100,000 miles in total, because obviously that speedo is partly in kilometres. And to give you an idea, 100,000 kilometres is only 60,000 miles. So there's a good chance that this car's probably less than 100,000 miles, despite the fact it's showing 119 on the clock. So obviously I've got to leave you to make your own interpretation on that mileage. It's certainly not done any more than 119,000 miles, but there's a good chance it's done a fair bit less. Coming back up the side of the car again, you know, same both sides. There are no real marks, there are no real sort of even parking dinks on this car. It's excellent all round. The wheel arches are good, there's no rust. That's one area that sometimes you do have issues on the JDM stuff. It's just a very, very good looking car. So what I'll do just very quickly is show you into the back of here. You pull a lever by here and you have a couple of extra little storage areas. Nice rather deep cubby there, surprisingly large, which is quite handy. And you've got another one by here, and then you've got a DVD player by there, which obviously works through that stereo. You can probably see the size of the speakers in this thing. It's got a sub behind the driver there. It's a Bose system, so it's really good. And I think I'm right in saying, yeah, charge point there for your mobile phone. Heated seats as well. The gearbox has several modes on it. It's got the power mode, which holds it in gear longer. It's like a sports mode, and a snow mode, which will hold it in sort of second gear to pull off to give you a bit more traction. If you're going to drive this car in the snow though, just make sure you got good life insurance first. But look at that interior, 18 years old, and to be honest with you, if they brought a brand new car out now that had that interior like that, I'd be more than happy with that. It hasn't really aged at all. It's got the original Nissan Z car floor mats in it. Nice little touch, very hard wearing as well. Those little white spots, they're not where they're actually supposed to be like that, by the way. Overall, a very, very clean car. Apart from a couple of small curb marks on the alloy wheels and that little bit of wear on the driver's seat, I really don't think I could fault this car in any way. So, we're almost 13 minutes in on this video, so if you're still with me and this is a car that you fancy, that you want some more information on maybe, please feel free to give me a shout. My name's Peter Harris and my telephone number is 07932 873 646. This Nissan 350Z is going to be ready for national delivery. We're happy to bring it to your doorstep anywhere in the UK. If you're within 150 miles, we will not even charge you for delivery. If you're wanting to part exchange, give me a call, whether it's another JDM car like this, or whether it's something a bit more standard. I'm happy to take your Ford Fiesta in part exchange for it. Just let me know what you got. Again, give me a call, 07932 873 646. And lastly, if you enjoyed the video, if this is the type of thing that you want to see, please give us a like to let us know that you viewed us. Subscribe to our channel, and please feel free to share us with your friends, your family, your uncle, your auntie, your next door neighbour. And please look after yourselves, take care, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.